Hey Lamau, what is up my boys? You got Illusion here coming at you with my NPL Week 5 Battle and Team Builder versus Uzi Gunner, coach of the Bullet Punch Club. Back again once again. King Nappy on him, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to jump right into the team matchup. So over here on the right you see my team and you see Uzi's team. My team is the same as ever, except for one difference. I picked up Sceptile over Pikachu and Rhydon, and spoiler alert, you see it on your screen, Sceptile is coming this week. I definitely like Sceptile on my team for the sweeping potential and the defensive potential it offers me, and that's why I picked it up. And on the right, we got Uzi's team, and just like anybody in the NPL minors, he has a broken team. Right here, you see big black Kyurem with the Z move with the C icon next to him. That's a Z move user, and you already know what Kyurem Black does. It's a broken wall breaker. It's bulky AF. Has a pretty decent speed tier. Ice Dragon, godly stabs, godly coverage. It's just a big annoyance to play against. Kyurem Black is like the only mascot Pokemon, only legendary mascot Pokemon to be allowed in draft and in OU, and it's busted. It has base 680 stats, base stat total, base 170 attack, like rivaling Heracross without even a boosting item. And not only that, here's some broken mons below. Thunderous Eye. I've used Thunderous Eye without Z move. It's broken. With Z move, it's a lot more threatening, but really, Thunderous Eye is a huge threat to my team, and especially when it has the coverage to beat everything, like Nasty Plot, like Focus Blast, Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt, or like Sludge Wave, or even like Psychic. If he brings the right coverage, he pretty much just bodies my team, which is unfortunate for me. And then he has mons like Reuniclus, Klefki, Delmice, Volcane, Tyranitar. These 5 are just like really strong, really defensively strong, really strong wall breakers, really threatening sweepers. Like DD Tyranitar can be really threatening, especially if you can run like a Rock Polish weakness policy or something like that. And then his bottom ones are just like good value picks. Stoutland, which is also a Z-Mon, Archeops, Palossand, Mega Steelix, and Wigglytuff. So yeah, here's a very threatening team. His top half is like just broken Pokemon that are strong. Yeah. Broken Pokemon that are strong. His bottom half has like a lot of sand utility. Stoutland gets Sand Rush. Palossand gets like a Shore Up, and Mega Steelix gets Sand Force. So really like a weird synergy, but very effective and strong Pokemon overall. So let me get into my first Pokemon I brought. I brought Bash the Sceptile, replacing Bash the Rhydon. Electric Seed, Unburden, Swords Dance, Low Kick, Throat Chop, Leaf Blade. So this set, if you don't know how Electric Seed plus Unburden works, because Tapu Koko sets up the electric terrain, when I switch in Sceptile, it gets a +1 defense from the Electric Seed, and its speed also doubles due to Unburden. This makes it a very threatening sweeper. And the coverage I chose to sweep his team is Swords Dance, Low Kick, Throat Chop, and Leaf Blade. And this is pretty much almost perfect coverage. Low Kick hits Kyurem Black. Hits Mega Steelix, hits Tyranitar as well, but I guess Leaf Blade hits that as well. But Kyurem Black and Mega Steelix are 2 mons he might switch in when I set up an SD and think he can live, but it blows both of them back pretty hard. Throat Chop is for Delmice and Reuniclus. I can KO them after like a +2. And Leaf Blade is just my strongest stab, which hits everything that Low Kick and Throat Chop doesn't. So with these 3 moves, I pretty much sweep everything after a +2, except for 2 Pokemon, Thundurus Incarnate and Klefki. And Thundurus dies after rocks to like a Throat Chop or a Leaf Blade, especially if it's like offensive or Life Orb. So that's not a threat. So the only threat to Sceptile sweep is Klefki, with its possible Thunder Wave and being able to resist all these stabs. Since Klefki is so light, Low Kick does negative damage. But overall, Sceptile can clean up in the endgame. I get rid of Klefki, and then I bring this in, and I can set up. I can set up on things like Tyranitar. I can set up on things like Mega Steelix, Palossand, even Stoutland, and Delmice. Because of the +1 defense and all this bulk I'm running, this speed outspeeds Stoutland, so I can still outspeed Stoutland after I get parried by Klefki if I have the Unburden boost. I could run more bulk to like outspeed Kyurem Black, but I think I need this bolt to set up easier on things like Bandit or Scarf Tyranitar. I think this can set up 2 SDs on like a Scarf Crunch Tyranitar, which is the main goal. And I can the rest of my team matches up well versus Klefki. So overall, I just want this is my like win condition in my opinion. And if worse comes to worse, I can bring this in to stop like a Stoutland sweep or like a sweep of other Pokemon. So emergency sweep stopping and a win condition. Next I have Dougal the Tapu Koko, U-turn, Nature's Madness, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Tapunium Z. If you don't know what Tapunium Z does, it turns Nature's Madness into Guardian of Alola, and Guardian of Alola makes it so the opponent's Pokemon's HP goes to 25%. So this set beats Mega Steelix to an extent, and Palossand. Those are his 2 ground type. Those are his 2 Tapu Koko switch-ins. I can Tapunium Z Mega Steelix, and pretty much it's dead after that. It can't really heal outside of rest, and you really don't want to rest up versus my team with Mega Steelix because I have 2 threatening wall breakers after that can really take advantage. So overall, this can just weaken his team, and then you turn around and grab momentum. Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt, or just stab. Dazzling Gleam hits Kyurem Black. Thunderbolt hits everything else. Next, I got Jack Fitz, the Infernape, Choice Specs Blaze. We're bringing a Choice Specs Infernape, and we're hoping to kill Uzi's entire team with this beast of a Pokemon, the Monkey King Jack Fitz. So I have an Overheat, Vacuum Wave, Fire Blast, Focus Blast. He has no firefighting resist. That's just how it is. There's no Pokemon on his team that resists fire and fighting. So if he brings a fire resist, if I click Focus Blast and hit them, they're dead. If he has a fighting resist, I just hit Overheat and they're dead. There's no switching. If I play this correctly, if I bring this in with Tapu Koko on the right Pokemon, I can kill pretty much everything. Like, the main plan is, if he brings, like, Palossand and Mega Steelix, I can U-turn, bring in this boy, Overheat, something dies. That's just how it is. That's the main, you know, part of the set. Fire Blast is in case I don't want the special attack drop. Vacuum Wave is for priority in case he brings, like, some whack Tyranitar set to revenge Stoutland. What else? Oh yeah, it can also, if I don't want to miss, and like say I'm versus Kyurem Black, I don't want to risk a Focus Blast miss, and I just want to get some huge damage off, I can just Vacuum Wave. Next I have Omega Heracross, the Heracross. Pin Missile, Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, Close Combat. Like Infernape, this thing has like perfect coverage to body his entire team. Close Combat, Rock Blast, Pin Missile, Close Combat, Pin Missile, Rock Blast, Close Combat, Close Combat, Close Combat, Bullet Seed, Close Combat, Close Combat. Everything drops. And this is the first time I'm bringing like a really speedy Heracross. This outspeeds Volcanion. In case he tries to set up like a sub, in case he's like sub Volcanion, and if he tries to like, you know, won't think I'll bring a speedy Heracross, I can break the sub, kill it with Rock Blast because it's a multi-hit move. And pretty much, yeah, I'm bringing this because he has no switch-ins. Also, this is my emergency check to, like, Reuniclus. He can never bring, like, Calm Mind, like a bulky, super bulky Calm Mind Reuniclus because Heracross exists. And, like, he could bring, like, an Acid Armor Calm Mind set, but then that wouldn't be able to hit Hydreigon, and Hydreigon could possibly come. So I don't think he'd bring a set like that, and even then, it's hard for him to set up versus my team when I can just bring in something like, if say he chooses to like Barrier, I can bring in like Jack Fitz after and body him. So yeah, that's why I brought Heracross, broken Pokemon. Next I got Lejon's Revenge, named after my boy Lejon. This set is to take on Kyurem, Toxic Protect, Tri-Attack, Toxic Recover, Tri-Attack, Protect, Toxic status things, Recover, Heal, Tri-Attack, Stab. Protect is an interesting tech. I want him to use the Z move. Like, say he Ice Beams and I'm low, I want him to use the Z move on my Porygon while I protect, and that means his Kyurem Black can no longer beat my Porygon 2 1v1. That's the main conceit of this set. Bulky, so mixed defenses so I can take both a physical and a special Kyurem Black. And finally, I got Choi the Gligar. Stealth Rock, Roost, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Max Spadef, Careful. So this Pokemon, it lets Kyurem come in for free, but I need this Pokemon because Thunderous Eye is a huge threat. If I don't bring this, he can Volt Switch on my team, bring in Kyurem Black, and the trouble are endless. I really can't let Thunderous Eye Volt Switch and whatnot for free, so I have to bring this Pokemon. Stealth Rock, Roost, Stone Edge, Earthquake. Stone Edge is to hit Thunderous Eye and Kyurem Black to an extent. Stealth Rock is to get rocks up. I want those ASAP to pressure his like threats, like Volcanion, Thundurus, and Kyurem. Roost is recovery. This thing actually takes on Thunderous Eye extremely well. And even like Hidden Power Ices from like Life Orb is like doing barely 50. So he has to get the prediction right, and then he has to get the prediction right again, and then he has to contend with the fact I have Porygon 2, so I can kind of use this double Eviolite core to check his Thunders, especially if he's like Life Orb. This thing takes like a +2 HP Ice, I think, unless he's like Modest or something, but definitely is a good set, and I think it's going to put in work. Now, let's get right into the game. Watch this. You see the sticky notes, it's covering the screen, watch this. Blam! Oh my gosh, professional. How do I do it? I'm just too good. Alright, so, team matchup, Uzi brought pretty much what I thought he would bring. Reuniclus, I thought Reuniclus would come. Klefki, I thought might come, but I can take advantage of it with things like, Gligar, Infernape, and Tapu Koko. Steelix, I knew would come, either Steelix or Palossand. Kyurem, I knew would come. Thundurus, I knew would come. Dhelmise, could have came or could have not came. Either way, it didn't really matter. So right here, we just choose our leads. Yeah, I choose Infernape because I want to get I want to kill something as fast as possible. If he leads Steelix, I'm overheating right now and I'm getting a kill. He really has no switching. And if he leads anything else, like if you look at his team, the only two Pokemon that lead well versus my Infernape was Reuniclus and Thundurus. And if he didn't lead either of those, I just got a kill. He leads Thundurus. I have an easy switch in into Gligar that can scout his set. He might have Psychic here. I don't want to die to like a Life Orb, Psychic, or Thunderbolt. And I just go into Gligar right here. He goes for Volt Switch. And I'm immune. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to get up rocks. I could Stone Edge here, but I don't want him like going into like Steelix or something. Or even Kyurem Black. It bounces off. So he just switches out. And I go for Stealth Rock. The fact that he didn't like Knock Off or Hidden Power Ice, and he has Volt Switch, makes me believe he's Scarf. But he could be like Life Orb or like something like Resto Chesto. There's a lot of options, but in my head he's Scarf, and he brings in Big Black. And right here I have Porygon 2, Legend's Revenge to come in and for this. And he makes a nice play, goes for the Toxic on my Immunity Gligar. Obviously, I wasn't going to stay in on like on an Ice Beam, so good play on my boy Uzi's part. Right here, I protect to Scout if he wants to go for like the Z Free Shock, and he doesn't. He just switches out to Klefki, which is good play on his part. My Porygon 2 can't touch his Klefki. I could get like a burn on Tri Attack, but I'm not gonna fish for that, especially when I'm Toxic. But right here, I can bring in Infernape. He like right here. I wanted to scout this out. I thought he would go for Spikes. I didn't think he'd go for Thunder Wave. On my Toxic Porygon 2, and right here, like my Infernape, I was hyping up its importance in my team builder, and right here I'm vulnerable to Thunder Wave. And I'm willing to let my Infernape get Thunder Wave to kill this Klefki. Because 1, it opens up the door for my Sceptile to sweep. 2, he showed screens. And I don't want him to like screen sweep me with like Agility Thundurus or Nasty Plot Thundurus. Or even like Calm Mind Reuniclus. And 3... yeah, I'm just 3. I want to kill something right here, right now. So I go for Overheat. He goes for Reuniclus. He takes Rock damage, so I know he's a Generator. And he takes 48 from an Overheat. And now I know he's Assault Vest. He's either like Assault Vest or he's like Max Spadef Careful. And even then, Overheat probably would have done more if he was just Max Spadef Careful. But the fact that he took Rock damage almost guarantees that he's like Assault Vest, which is good to know. But with Rocks up, especially if he's Assault Vest, he can't recover. And with Rocks up, I can click keep clicking overheat and keep getting kills, and I don't have to be scared of this being like I don't have to be scared of this being like Calm Mind, because I saw him take rocks damage and he's probably Assault Vest. I go into Dougal to scout like the knockoff. It's obvious for me to switch into Porygon 2 or Gligar. I knew he'd go for knockoff, and if he went for Psychic, I can roost up and stall out the electric terrain. And right here, I know he's going to steal it, so right here, I just go for the Guardian of Alola. This was kind of like a no drawback play. Oh, oops. Let me go back a little turn. So this was me going for Guardian of Alola was a no drawback play, because even if he stays in, that means he can no longer switch into Infernape anymore. And also he dies, like he takes a lot from Thunderbolt. So I just go for Guardian of Alola, get that Steelix super low, take that go all the way to 25% health right here, right now. And now I switch out into Heracross. I don't know why I didn't U-turn. I was kind of like I just don't know why I didn't U-turn. I just switched into Heracross on the Steelix in case I don't want to take an Earthquake. Heracross resists Earthquake, and I can just close combat him right after. So he brings in this Delmise. I see that Reflect has not expired, so I know the Klefki is Light Clay. And right here, I just go for a Pin Miss, so I get a crit, which kind of sucks. It does like 15% more than it would have done without the crit. And he just spins on me. But now his Delmise is super low, so I can always kill that thing by anything afterwards, except even my Gligar. So I'm fine with that. He goes into Klefki, takes negative from the Pin Missile, and here I could go for close combat, but the Reflect is up, and I don't want him like Play Roughing or Dazzling Gleam or even Thunder Waving my Heracross, because I still think this is useful. I still think its speed is useful, and I don't want this to die. Close combat will drop my defenses, and he might be able to kill me with like a Dazzling Gleam or Play Rough. So right here, I just go into Gligar. He can't really do anything to this. He makes a nice double into Steelix. Really nice double. And right here, I get an unfortunate crit. So that Earthquake didn't kill Steelix. Let that sink in. Steelix didn't even take 25% from a super effective Earthquake, which is pretty nuts. And because I got that Earthquake crit, Uzi can never get his rocks up. So that's very unfortunate. Sorry to Uzi, but nothing we can do about it. That's just how it goes. He brings in Kyurem. Now I gotta send in Porygon 2. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping he's not like Z-move, because he didn't use it on my Porygon 2. He gets that revenge crit, but it doesn't matter as much as the crit mattered versus Steelix. I just recover, and now I just want to Toxic Kyurem. If I can get Kyurem Toxic, that'd be really nice. He goes into Klefki, good play, predicting me to like just try attack or Toxic. I just go into Gligar, and I just set up my rocks again, and I just want to get some damage off on this Klefki Earthquake for Sceptile, like I said in the back. He brings in Kyurem Black, and my Earthquake does like negative damage. If he's sub, I'm kind of in trouble, but right here he just Ice Beams on my Porygon 2, and my Porygon 2 is dead. He crits, which sucks, but he would have 2-hit KO'd me anyway. The only reason that Ice Beam mattered was that I didn't stall screens a little bit more. So yeah. I bring in Heracross, and this is a bad play. So my idea at this point is he didn't go for the Z-move on my Porygon 2 earlier, so he's probably not Z-move. And if he's not Z-move, even Outrage doesn't kill my Mega Heracross, and I can just kill him back. And that's if Kyurem Black is gone, that's the biggest threat towards my team gone, and I can pretty much win the game with my last 4 Pokemon. But spoiler alert, he's Z-move, and he sends my Mega Heracross to hell. And Mega Heracross is dead. So that was a whack play on my part, stacking my Heracross. I should have known he was Z-move, and he was just saving it for a perfect opportunity like this one. So now I have to bring in my Infernape and basically pray I hit Focus Blast. Overheat doesn't kill with the light screens up, so I have to go for Focus Blast here. He goes into Reuniclus. I hit it. It does no damage because he's like Assault Vest. Now I can go into Gligar.